Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a finial for the top, just a short one, in proportion with the ball, and then I'll make a long one. But this one's going to be the top. I know what you're thinking. What are we going to use for a hook? Little copper staples that are in boxes. For years, I have saved these things, and I know they're not solid copper. They can't be, but they're soft, and I have a pair of pliers that I can use to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to form a hook. Well, I'll do it off camera. I don't think I can do it on camera. Anyway. There you go. That's in focus. And I just made it with a little cheap pair of jewelry pliers that I got from, I don't remember where I got them. But now that I know the size of my, whatever you call this, I know what size hole to drill. Alright, I just made my parting cut, which the camera was off. But you can make parting cuts, right? All I did was size my calipers on the drill bit that I use, the Forstner bit that I use to punch the hole in the ball, so that it slides over. Right. Now I'm free to make any shape I want. I've already got in mind the shape that I want, sort of a pawn piece like for a chess set. I've already drilled a hole in the end, the size for my little copper ring, because I'm a pack rat and I save those things, and if I don't use them for something, they pile up. I've got my tailstock up for support. tricky part, getting the big tool into a small curve. Vibration on that tiny one. Apologize if you can't see if you couldn't see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make a small ball-like knob on the top. Ball, the cove, and the, I don't know what you call that, flange. For proportion here, which is why I keep making the ball smaller. check my work here. Touch of the red that kind of looks odd. It's going to look pretty together, I think. Soft, so you have to be real careful with your paper. You'll make flat spots, high spots, general ugliness. You don't want to sand too much. You don't want to change the shape. Part with my tiny parting tool. No, it's not a tiny parting tool, very thin parting tool. I'm going to do first, part down here. That may be better, it may be worse. I'm cutting uphill, but I can get away with it since it's not a finished cut. your way here for just a minute. Cut it off. Alright, that was the video, warts and all. I hope it was helpful. Hope you found it entertaining, useful to you. I appreciate all the people who are subscribing. And I wanted to mention something else. I told Ron on Woodchuckers on Facebook that I would mention this. If you want to join the Woodchuckers Facebook group, they will send you an email. You hit the button to apply for membership. They will send you an email. And an awful lot of the time that email goes into your other folder, your spam folder. And if you ignore the email, you will not be granted entry into the Woodchuckers forum. So check those messages, respond to that email. One of the admins will send it to you. I'm not sure who does that. One of them will send you an email. Yep. For the next day or so, they're usually pretty quick, but the next day or so, check your inbox, spam folder and all that until you find that email, and then you can respond to it, and then they will give you access immediately. And it's a great group of guys in there, very helpful, and you know, you want to show off some of your turnings or you want to learn to turn, it's a good place to start. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you for liking and subscribing, and thank you for sharing. And especially thank you for your comments. There's a few of you that post some really good comments, and I can't respond to them because your Google Plus settings are such that responses are disallowed. Many of them I can't even give a thumbs up to show my appreciation for the comments. So it's a moderate list. It's not a long list of people who comment like that, but there are some, and some of you have given me some really good ideas and have been really helpful, and I wanted to thank you publicly for those. I won't mention you by name because I'm getting old and can't remember everybody's name, and don't want to embarrass you by mispronouncing it if I did. But anyway, thank you. Like I said, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for liking, thanks for sharing. If I don't see you, or if you don't see me between now and December 25th, please have a very Merry Christmas, and try to remember why we have Christmas. So I'm not going to turn this into a sermon, but I could. You better believe I could. Anyway, thank you.